That means we are ready to go racing. And we are green, we are going. There's a few stalls there at the back, but it's Sucrofon who's got a comfortable lead into turn 1. Very close between the Red Bull and Mercedes of Palang and Race Chase. Nearly 4 wide there, but it is Sebastian who's got the better launch of turn 1. Very close between the Alpine of Quincy and the Ferrari. 3 wide and contact there between Daryl, Race Chase and Andrew. It is Sebastian who's now got up into the lead. Very useful slipstream there. Bit of a dive bomb there, and that's Andrew who has lost the car coming out of turn 4. He has collided with Secret of Fun, last season's champion, and he's all the way down in 16th now. Bit of a spin there for the Williams driver who is 3rd in the championship, so not an ideal start for him, but at the same time not too many points to offer here in this 12 lap sprint race. Oh, what's happened between Andrew and Skid Solo? Andrew has spun again. The collision there between Skid Solo and Andrew, they're now down in 15th and 16th place. And that's Sucrofon, possibly with a track limits warning there. And it's now, the gap is now 6/10 between him and the driver behind. And a bit of a dodgy exit there from Sebastian has allowed Sucrofon to go alongside him. They're still going side by side. Sucrofon back into the lead, and Palang is so close to Sebastian now. With Daryl right there as well, turning into a 4-way fight. This is really good racing. Sebastian's right behind him. He seems to be quicker in the 2nd and 3rd sector, and that's what's causing this racing action to be very close. Final lap then. 7/10 between Sucrofon and Sebastian. But that still might be enough to take the lead. I would imagine down to turn 4. This is turn 3. Daryl has fallen away. Oh, a little mistake there from Sucrofon. That could cost him. Down towards turn 4. But I don't think Palang is close enough to make a move. And I think Sucrofon's going to have to settle for 2nd. Sebastian though, actually Sucrofon as well, got a bit of a swapper at the exit of turn 4. Getting lots of understeer there. And they're heading towards the very end of the final lap of this sprint race. Sebastian approaching the final few turns. Sucrofon gonna go for the move, or is he? Sebastian goes wide. That could go to the stewards room, as he has exceeded track limits and kept the position, but he does cross the line first, and Sucrofon will have to settle for 2nd in the sprint race, but we'll have another opportunity for the main race later on. It will be a very close battle between these two, I imagine. The lights are about to go out. And we're green, we're going once again. Good start by Sucrofon, but Sebastian's very close behind him this time. Side by side into the first corner. Sucrofon goes wide, and there's been contact between Palang and Daryl. Palang and Daryl have come together at the first corner. Disaster there for both those two drivers. As we head down towards turn 3, it's Sebastian with the lead. Enzo now in 3rd. Quincy right behind them in 4th. Andrew Reels Charavillo alongside Andrew now. And Sebastian's going to retake, well actually he's going to maintain that lead. Is he? Sucrofon with the wider line. He's going to have the better exit possibly. They're still going to go side by side. This is great racing action between the two. Sucrofon heading into turn 5 just about cuts him off. And now the other Ferrari is closing in on this battle for the lead as well. Andrew needs to get past Quincy quickly if he wants to help out his teammate, because Enzo's doing that to his teammates. Oh, what's happened to Enzo? He spun, and he's lost on the front wing as well. He's going to have to wait a long time to rejoin the track and replace that front right end plate. So yeah, not an ideal start to the race for, as we see, Sucrofon looking to make the move from Sebastian, but bails out of it again. Very close battling here between the two Haas cars. Duco having to take the escape road, and he's got Paralang right behind him. The driver who got involved in the collision at the start is looking to make his way back up into the top 10. He makes the move down the inside, up into 10th place for the Mercedes driver. As we see Ultimate Mr. Puro go round. There's a big train of cars behind him. He's going to lose that 1, 2, possibly 3 places down into turn 6. Wow, that was very committed from Enzo. As we see Ultimate Mr. Puro having a moment again. Tyre temperatures probably scorching now. As we see Ibo having a moment too. Ibo's had a spin coming out of turns 7, and he seems to have kept it clean, avoiding the barriers. After all of that, let's go back for the battle of the lead. Sucre F1 has had enough of looking at the car in front of him. He's got to the front. Sebastian is right behind him. Is he going to have DRS though? He is going to get back past Sucre F1. DRS open for him. As Palang has crashed. What's happened to Palang? Something has happened to Palang. He has lost it coming out of turn 3. With the inside line. The lock up there. But Sucre F1 gets a better exit out on the outside. They're going to go side by side. Into turn 5. Who's going to be braver in the brakes? Sucre F1 with the inside line. He seemed to have more confidence heading into the corners in this middle sector compared to Sebastian and Andrew and the rest of the field pretty much. Not through turn 8 though. Sebastian seems to have the better exit through there, and that's the second time he's made a move on Sucre F1 on round 13. He did it in the sprint race, he's done it early on in the feature race. And losing a lot of places. As we see that's Quincy losing it out of turn 9. Is that some rain? Possibly some rain on the way. Some heavy rain on the way. I think I saw a few drops there. DRS again. This will soon be disabled, I imagine in a few laps time. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Even exit by both of them. They are so matched on pace. It's unbelievable. They're always side by side with each other. Every single lap so far. A long way back to WeMax after this top 3. The top 3 you can see on screen now. Is Andrew about to lose a place to Enzo in the Ferrari? He's not going to make the corner, sadly. As we see how the drivers pit, he could have actually been taking evasive action. Yeah, drivers are really starting to lose grip here. All 3 of those drivers now in the pit lane. Question is, drivers behind pitted earlier, have they managed to do an undercut possibly? Not the best of exits by Enzo there as we go on board with him, but there is a move for 4th place. This could be a move for the podium later on if one of the top 3 runs into trouble. And Ultimate Mr. Puro gets ahead of Quincy there. Just about gets a stop there, and Quincy nearly runs into the back of him. But there's no contact there so far. As we head into turn 4, this battle for 9th place is heating up just as I said that. Ultimate Mr. Puro has had a spin again. I don't think he spun there, it was actually Andrew who had a spin there in the sprint race. As we see Quincy again in the Alpine. Alpine only having 1 driver this weekend. Ratio has finally got past Andrew. Up into 4th place. Can he chase down? Ooh, interesting. Full wet tyres on, possibly. So it has now gone to full wet conditions. It is now bucketing it down. Who's going to go into full wets next? Very big gamble here for the lead. But it could be what gets Sebastian back up into the championship lead. Who's going to react next? It's now very close in this battle for 2nd. Can Sebastian get past him now? Who's going to be later on the brakes? Nearly contact between the two, and Real Staravillo goes a little bit wide. And Sebastian, with the wet compound of tyre, has got the better traction coming out of turn 3. Ooh, late braking there for the Mercedes, and he's into the gravel. Avoids a spin, but has lost so much time now. And let's see if Enzo or Race Chase or Andrew can catch up to the back of him. Or Desoro JP, still in the intermediates, one of only five drivers to brave it out and stay out on the intermediates in these awful conditions for the drivers. Really heavy rain. That's Rumax nearly losing it out of turn 3. There's a yellow flag there, and that is Race Chase, I think, who seem to have caused a virtual safety car. All that will do is it will help out Suco F1, as it means that there's less time for Sebastian to catch. We're now on board with Suco F1, coming round the final corner of lap 36. He wins in Austria. It is round 13 complete for Suco F1. He has won the second race in a row. He is mathematically out of contention for the championship, but he's had a perfect first two races on his comeback to the Mappa Racing League. Sebastian finishes second. Real Staravillo coming out of turn 8 now. He's on the way to take that final step on the podium. Yellow flag out in sector 2. Real Staravillo is going to come out in third place. There's the podium there. Suco F1 at the top step of the podium, along with Sebastian and Real Staravillo, who could be level in points heading into round 14.